First at 4, more than 790 children are currently in the foster system in Greene County, with some being removed from their homes because of abuse.
And during this Child Abuse Prevention Month, local groups and government leaders discussed the resources that can help local families and children. Emma McDarris spoke to local child safety advocates about how the community can help.
Here at the Greene County Family Justice Center, many child advocates wore blue today in support of Child Abuse Prevention Month. And while this month highlights child abuse prevention, this is a fight that happens every day. Tina Dole with the Children's Advocacy Center and the Child Abuse and Neglect Collaborative says in Greene County, the biggest issue they face is families not wanting to ask for help, which is the first step in preventing child abuse.
You know, if things are starting to feel overwhelming, if you're starting to feel things unravel within your family, within your home, seeking that help early before things escalate is really how we can turn the tide in our community.
For community members, Dole says there aren't specific signs of child abuse, which means community members need to trust their gut and make reports if they feel a child is in danger.
What you're doing when you make those reports is allowing the system that can support that child and family to come into play.
She, along with Missouri State University Clinical Assistant Professor of Social Work Kelly Dudley, says supporting children and preventing abuse means connecting with the kids in your life to let them know they can trust you.
Just those simple moments of opening the door, showing that we care and concern is really what's going to give our children the sense of safety and comfort to say, yes, I think I need some help.
Our teenagers are watching us in our communities. How you're responding at your kids' games, their entire team's watching you, right? How you're encouraging kids as they're playing their sports or your kids' friends, those are all things that begin to build those layers of positive interaction that is not just within your family, but in our entire community.
Dudley also says they need community members to help with volunteering and getting involved.
There's simply not enough, and we need every single person to do what they can do.
To find a list of organizations that supports children's safety and well-being, you can go to this story on KY3.com. Reporting live in Springfield, Emma McDarris, KY3 News.